A system is a collection of interrelated components. Every system will have one thing we call objective, and every system communication with other we call it as a interface, and system should have been able to communicate the objective for which it has been defined, and system will never be unorganized. A system will be always organized. If I say, for example, organization as a system, organization as a system. Now, what are the things I can bring it under? One, I'll get it under this, we call it as marketing. Marketing is one system. Another, right, I'll have production as a system. And another one, we will have it like a finance as a system. Now, all these things, total we call organization system. Now, watch here. Under marketing, I am writing sales. Under sales, what are the two things I'll provide is, one is a sales support. A sales support right to the salesman. What is the support? Availability of stock. What is the price? What is the discount? Where it is available. Now, after sales, it gives me the data that I call sales analysis. It will give me the information. Second one we talked right is about market. Under the market, I'll provide two things. One we call market research. Market research is to study about customer behavior. Okay, and then we talk about market intelligence. Now, what is market intelligence? Remember, it is to study about competitor behavior. Now, competitor, can you ask? Can I call Pakistan and ask what time you are going to launch the missile? You tell me so that we will do. Not possible. You need to use the intelligence and then write get. Now, third one we talk is about product. About the product, I talk about two things. How to promote the product. That is you call advertisement. Then we need to talk about product pricing. Once after the product is promoted, what is the next thing we require is advertisement. Now, advertisement, what is the purpose of advertisement? To make the people to know that the product is available. Okay, another one we call refreshing. Refreshing the people mind about right the product. For example, you take Reader's Digest. Okay, book, very good book. In that, right, small advertisement will be there. Bagpiper Club Soda. Okay, it is not an advertisement for soda. Okay, Bagpiper, people immediately remember liquor. Because they don't advertise liquor. Okay, Reader's Digest don't advertise liquor, cigarette. But these companies came up with a solution. Suppose if I say Kingfisher, McDowell, Royal Challenge, I am talking about mineral water, not liquor. Kingfisher water there, McDowell water there, Royal Challenge there. Now, why can't they keep A water, B water, C water? No. They want to promote that brands. So the person will know, for water you require something mixing, he will buy. This is what you call refreshing the mind. Advertisement. Apart from this, right, we will consider like market research analysis. All this thing, what do I call this one? You see, marketing, I'll call it as a subsystem. Marketing subsystem. Now, production also we call it subsystem. Finance also we call it subsystem. If I talk about production, what are the things I talk? One is about production planning. What, when, where, why, how. What to produce, where to produce, why to produce, for whom to produce. After that, I talk right about production scheduling. What you do it in the exam hall, we call it scheduling. Which question to write first, which question to write next, that you call scheduling. For that only we are providing 15 minutes extra. Earlier 15 minutes, why we provide? Question paper you get and decide which one to write faster. Another one we talk control. You people talk controls like cost control, time control, and then quality control. Quality controls, right, will consider. All this one will put it under one thing called MRP, Material Requirement Planning. Once if the MRP comes, later you can go for JIT technology. That is just in time, that technology will be able to move. Finance, what should you do? First, estimate. Estimate how much funds you require. Second, procure the funds. Procuring the funds, you talk about debt equity. After that, what should you do? Deploy. Put the money according to right value and option. After that, what you do? Tax planning and profit planning, and then asset management, and then we talk about working capital management. All these things, right, will be coming under working capital management. All this one will provide. Now, after this, when you consider like this, tomorrow I can keep on adding further new areas also. Look at this one. Now, I call this production as a subsystem, marketing as a subsystem, and finance as a subsystem. But suppose if the communication is going to be only within the marketing, like a intercom, that I call it as a supra-system. Okay, subsystem is not supra-system. If the communication is within the same likely elements, that I call supra-system. If you people discuss only about CA final subjects, nothing else, not your office or not your occupation, only about CA final subject, I call supra. Okay, because people may come from different article background, employment background or anything. You should not talk anything, only the 8 subjects of CA final. That if you talk, I call it supra. So, the simple example always I say supra. Supra system is something like intercom. In an office intercom, they will communicate only within the organization. You cannot communicate outside. If you communicate outside, that I call it as a communication system. Got it? Communication system, when you connect it, it may be wired, wireless. I can call from a landline, a mobile phone. Am I right? Suppose landline to landline, mobile to mobile. It will not be possible. So, wired communication or wireless. There what do you do? The subsystem is connected to another subsystem. Wired system to wireless. All this one, we put it into one, we call communication system. Okay, clear. So, organization is a system. All the departments, what you have is subsystem. If the communication is within the department alone, you call it as a supra-system. Tomorrow, can I add a new element? Yes. Can I add a new department? Yes. So, flexibility will be provided right in the system. See, for example, olden days the songs were sung, which was recorded in gramophone plates. Later the same songs we transferred to audio cassette. Later the same song we transferred it to CD, DVD, Blu-ray. Singer is same, the music is same. Olden days the recording is mono recording. Today called stereo. If you play that old song, even today it comes in mono only, not in stereo. It will not change. Suppose T.M. Soundarajan has sang a song some 40 years back. Today you play also, his voice only will come. It will not change. Okay. Now movies also black and white, black and white. Now you can capture that into a color CD. But playback it does only black and white. So likewise when you talk system, a system will not have always only defined elements. It will have even undefined. Now what do I call undefined? Due to ad hoc nature, new system always need to be added, which may be a subsystem or which may be a right supra system also. So the like entities what you connect, that I call it as a supra system. So when I talk right about, suppose right the next one you see, I call computer, say when I talk right about a computer as a system, now please watch here. CPU, Central Processing Unit, which will have 3 units, namely control unit. Actually only 2. Control unit and ALU, arithmetic logic unit. Now we add one more unit, we call it as the memory unit. Now I give another one more here, input. Now what are the types of input I can give is CUI, that is command user interface, or will provide another, we call it as the GUI. So I give interface CUI, GUI or OOUI. Now the input will go to control unit, watch here, one way interface. Okay, Now the data need to be stored in the memory. It will push. Will the data be always residing in memory? No. You require to do process. So you get it and send it to ALU. From that once again you will process and bring it down. After that it will give you the output. The output, when you consider, we can provide it in two methods. One we call it as a soft copy. Another one we call it hard copy. Auditors like only hard copy outputs. Once again under the hard copy I'll divide it under two. One we call plain paper. This auditors do not like. Auditors like only pre-printed stationery. Now what is a pre-printed stationery? Example, your mark list. Logo will be there. Railway tickets what you purchase at a railway station. Backside the logo and a number side punching. So evidence will be there, we have taken. Plain paper generally no evidence available unless you have a watermark or some sort of sheet numbering, all this one. Soft copy is what you get on visual display unit. Now what I wanted to explain here, you see, input is a subsystem, output is a subsystem, memory is a subsystem, and the central processing unit we call it as a subsystem. Now please look here, another ALU control unit memory, all these three. It will communicate in only one language. What is that language? We call it is bit and byte. It communicates only bit and byte. How many bits make a byte? 8 bits make 1 byte. So it communicates only in bit and byte. I call that as a supra. Got it? That we call it as a supra. Because it communicates only in that language. No other. That I call supra. Input, when you give CUI, GUI, OUI, machine will automatically convert it only into binary. Output, when you want binary, it can be converted into a soft copy or it can be converted into a hard copy. So that we call it as the soft VDU, or here we call it as a paper. So totally put together, what do I call? Computer system. Suppose if I say CPU as a system. Now what are the subsystem? Control unit is one subsystem, ALU is another subsystem. Got it? So like that you can go for keeping on delineation, and you can move. So considering this, next one, we'll consider what are the various types of system. Now system will classify into 4 types. One, based on what elements it has. Second, how the system behaves, how the human intervention. Fourth one, what output it generates. So the basis of distinguishing, one based on what elements it has. Suppose now when we say a system, what are the elements it has is, the elements will divide it under 2. One we call it as physical, another one I call it as abstract. Abstract, or you call it as a logical. Now what is a physical? Whatever you can see, that I call physical. What you can understand or what you can feel, that I call it as a abstract. Suppose for example, I have seen the sun, yes. Moon, you have seen. I have seen the earth, no. Earth, if you want to see, very simple. Go to moon and see. Then the circle of the earth will be visible. Of course, that also you can see. What about Jupiter, Pluto, Neptune? That we don't know. During our childhood, teacher thought that we practiced it for 6 months and then wrote. That I call abstract. You can feel the air. Can you see it? Not possible. So abstract is the knowledge what you gain, which you can understand but you cannot see. So the abstract I give, something like air. Okay, something like God. Or something like gas, which you can sense but you cannot see. Physical is anything. Suppose physical is a tree, a road, a person, all this one. Now can you see the person's behavior? No. You can only watch the behavior. You can watch only the behavior. That we call it as the abstract. Now for example, computer is a physical. The software we call abstract. You have stored some program in a hard disk. Can you open the hard disk and see? Can you open the hard disk and see? It will not be possible. Okay, you can only get the data. So the software we call it as the abstract, hardware I call it as a physical. Abstract you can call even by another name, logical.